I was seeking creativity and connection.
An identity.
Yes, it was not driven by monetary success, and I think that was my secret sauce.
Do you guys know how rare that is in nowadays, in this day and age? Do you know how rare that is?
I would see pictures of myself and I would just bawl.
If you know the path you're on the wrong path.
I agree.
Yes, it's more important to be the most interesting person in the room than the prettiest.
I love that.
I mean, growing up here, we live in a beautiful culture, but it's also a perfectionistic culture. I mean, do we get into the depths of it?
Yes, this is real life. Welcome back to How We Do. I am your host, Meg Carlisle, and today's guests have built one of the most recognizable boutique brands in Southern Utah, and they did it as a mother-daughter duo. Serenity and Trinity Thurston are the founders of Scout & Cloth, a desert-rooted fashion boutique known for its effortless style, its raw storytelling, and fiercely loyal community. What started as a backyard pop-up and a dream became a staple in the Southwest fashion scene. But behind the success is a deeply personal journey, one built on grief, growth, and learning how to evolve together through every single season. In this episode, they open up about building a business from nothing, growing up behind the camera, healing mother-daughter wounds, and how they're adapting to keep their brand thriving in an ever-changing world. Let's dive in. Welcome to How We Do. Scout & Cloth, Serenity and Trinity, the coolest names out there. You guys are like a dynamic duo. I'm so happy to have you on this podcast. Thank you for doing it. Thank you for being here.
Thank you for
so
having
much.
us.
So excited.
Yay! Okay, so we're going to dive into Scout & Cloth and all that you guys are as humans, as you have built this amazing clothing brand, the whole skinny. But first, I want to check in with you guys. Are you nervous?
Absolutely.
Okay, good.
Always.
That's just who I am.
Awkward humans.
That's a good thing. It means you care.
Awkward weird girls.
That's perfect. I love it. Okay, so I want to go back to the beginning to Scout & Cloth Serenity, and I want to know, like, when you started this, what inspired this, and then we'll kind of build up to what it is now. So talk to me about the beginning.
Yeah. So I had worked retail my whole life. I'd had a plethora of jobs. I had like a 6-month maximum. Like, I'm bored now.
Mm-hmm.
I have severe ADHD and creativity busting through me always. And I was a young mom and I had worked all the retail jobs, like I said. And I just was like, I want to build my own thing. I want to be creative. I want to connect on my own terms. I want it to look the way I want it to look. And so I started online, and this was 2014. And I had a little room in my house, and I was trying to collaborate with all the up and coming influencers. I have so many fun influencers who are now the biggest, like, so successful now, who modeled for me, who I sent clothes to.
Wow.
It's wild.
Wow.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Just started at a tiny
And it was, and I had it in my room.
In your room.
Yes, in a room in my house. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
In our little 4-bedroom house.
Yes, in our 1,800 square foot house.
Do you mind me asking, how old were you when you had Trinity?
22.
22, young mom, just like fresh, still trying to find yourself,
Yes.
bring a baby into the world.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just oozing with creativity and like this gumption to make something of yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's crazy to think how many people, you know, you see old pictures of like Steve Jobs starting his company out of his garage.
So
right?
cool. I love Steve. Yeah.
Right. It's just
Cool story.
incredible to see like something so beautiful can start in a tiny room, in a house with a dream.
Exactly.
Absolutely. It's all it takes.
Great
Yeah.
parallel.
Yeah, it's all it takes.
Steve Jobs, watch out.
Yeah.
Different vibe, but we're coming.
Yeah. So it starts there. When did you start to bring in Trinity? How old was she?
So when I started, you were 13, right?
Yes.
2004.
12,
Yeah.
13.
Yeah. 12. And then.
So she was 13 when you started.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
12.
12 when
Yeah,
you started.
I'm
math is
22
12.
now, so
Yeah.
it's been 11 years.
We hate math.
Yeah.
I failed
is
math
so
in high
hard.
school. Don't ask me
Same.
questions about that.
Yeah, so she was young, and that was a whole thing. Once I started my brick and mortar, which was in 2015, it's where actually, interestingly enough, are the desert lounges now.
Oh, amazing.
Yeah, in a little like
Cute building.
yeah.
Little hole in the wall.
Yeah,
When we had it, they
yeah.
made it a hole.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, and that's when she started coming in and working and talking to people, and just like she was my employee.
Right.
Yeah.
She just grasped
Yeah.
onto your dream too.
Yeah.
And how was it working with her at such a young age?
Amazing.
Yeah.
I'm an astrologist. She's a Capricorn.
Yeah.
She knows business. She gets it. She's professional from the beginning. She's more of a boss than I'll ever be.
That's incredible.
yes.
So you come in at, 12, 13. That's an awkward age.
Oh, yes. So uncomfortable, but I've always been assertive.
Yeah.
So I think I found my place there.
That's so neat that you could find like your own. I do feel like at that stage though, there's probably some like doubts of like who you are, at least for me.
Absolutely.
Right? Like you're kind
Yeah.
of figuring
Oh,
yourself.
so awkward, moody.
Yeah. And
All the weird things.
all the weird things. Hormones, right? And you're like, you guys are like a dynamic duo. We're in this to go for goals here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
where did it go from there?
So then we moved to the Green Gate Village, which is just, it just kind of upscaled us. It really started to boom. And Trinity, how old were you when you started modeling?
I started modeling. So we had these little panels in our backyard, and it was me and my mom. And then occasionally we would have little neighbor, really cute, older girls than me, but neighbor girls coming over to model. So when I was 12, I started modeling behind these little wood boards we had.
Cool.
And my mom and dad would just take pictures of me.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
How awkward
And
for
put
me.
it
So
online and
awesome.
post it on there. And she was just a natural at it.
Right.
Yeah.
And all this time, like, how are you guys getting your name out there? This is before social media, as social media was starting, right?
Yeah, so we were in the beginnings of Instagram. So
Right.
that's how I grew. I
Great.
just did all the things. It's actually wild because I'm not naturally, I don't see myself as an ambitious person, but for some reason I just tapped into what Instagram was back then.
Yeah.
I just nailed it. I got it. I knew how to collaborate with people. I knew it was like giveaway season.
Yeah.
And we just grew so quickly.
Yeah. The beginning of
it's wild.
influencers,
Yeah, the
too.
beginning of influencers.
That was a strategy early on is like, we have this amazing clothing brand, Scout and Cloth, and you guys have like a cool kind of Southwestern style. Like there's an essence of that. Has it always been that?
Yeah, but I named it Scout because there's a whole genesis of it, but because of this book I had read, it was about wild women and wolves. And it was like a boho vibe for sure.
Yeah.
And it was like the wild woman.
And like
That
your
was the
like
vibe.
inner self
Yes.
is coming out and you're
Yeah.
curating these clothes that like you see and feel on the inside.
Yes.
That's incredible.
It was like women who want to adventure, who want to know their like sovereignty. Like it was just like this whole idea.
right. You created, that's how you create brand, right? It was like more than just a clothing store, right? It was more than that. It was a complete brand with an identity and like a feeling behind it.
It was, yes, exactly.
People latched
It's a
onto
beautiful
that.
way to put it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you started collaborating with some influencers, and that's how
Yes.
things kind of scaled. Were you online? Were you guys shopping online or just strictly brick and mortar?
So we started online.
Great.
And then we moved into the brick and mortar, which
Great.
was actually my secret sauce. I love the connection. Brick and mortar's everything to me
Right.
because of the connection.
With the community.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's what I like to do.
Okay.
Yeah.
So what were some challenging times during those early years?
Challenging. Honestly, it didn't feel challenging to me
You
in
feel
the
like-
early years. I wasn't searching for a money. I wasn't seeking. I was seeking creativity and connection.
An identity.
Yes, it was not driven by monetary success, and I think that was my secret sauce.
That's
At the
amazing.
moment. Yeah.
So Trinity, as you're like growing up in this brand, you're seeing this like unfold. This is an amazing brand and clothing line, and you're seeing it inspire these women. You're young, you're growing into yourself, you're modeling. Was there any like struggle with self-doubt? Was there any struggle with like, am I pretty enough? That kind of a thing behind like the lens as you're photographed?
Absolutely. As magical as it is, and how grateful and honored I was to be a part of it at the time. I think growing up, especially in Utah, where everybody is so beautiful in the age of social media,
Yeah.
being captured and not really knowing your place, of course, I think I felt so inadequate at times. There were times I would see pictures of myself and I would just bawl. I struggled with acne. I feel like I just had so many imperfections, but at the same time I I did feel confident because I kept doing it.
Right.
I think if I ever told my mom I didn't want to do this, she would never had forced me, but I continue to do it despite the emotional turmoil I was feeling inside.
Yeah.
And
Did you ever express that to your mom? Did she know?
Yes. Yes.
She
I'm
probably
very open
encouraged
with
you.
her.
That's
Yeah.
great.
My mom has never been the type of person to fixate on insecurities.
Right.
It was never that you are your insecurities, you are beautiful.
Yeah.
And so I think that it was just another hurdle after another hurdle, especially growing up and being in high school and dealing with insecurities a regular high schooler would.
Right.
But I think overall, I'm so grateful I had the opportunity
To learn that.
Yes. Oh, so much gratitude. It's amazing.
It's insane to see because I follow you guys, right? I love your stuff. I love watching you post, and you guys are both so insanely confident behind the camera. But I know it didn't start that way.
Absolutely.
Right? It couldn't have started that way. And now where are you at with it? Do you still feel like, like that's hard?
No, I have a large sense of self-worth, and that is outside of my appearance.
I love
My
that.
appearance is the least interesting. I would like to say is the least interesting thing
gosh.
about me.
Can I just say one of my favorite quotes is, "It's more important to be the most interesting person in the room than the prettiest."
I love that.
And Trinity is actually that.
Yeah,
I love
if my
that.
insides are beautiful, then what's the point of being beautiful on the outside?
Right.
I think that's how I try to live. And when I walk into relationships and friendships with other women, I think that that's the type of energy I want to bring. Right. So when I am being photographed and when I am in these situations where sometimes I feel so amazing and I do feel confident in my body, as we all should.
Right.
But also I have my moments.
Yeah.
I am a young woman. I also still on social media.
Right.
It has its moments, but I think that I don't fixate on it. I'm not focused on what I could be focusing on.
Do you guys know how rare that is nowadays in this day and age? Do you know how rare that is? I don't know if you know. And I look at your mom.
What do you mean?
I look at your mom because she had to instill that, right? She had to teach you how to be that way. She had to teach you how to focus on your insides.
So lucky for that.
Yeah.
I have a lot of really beautiful girlfriends, and you can tell that they really do. I've been thinking about this a lot. Their moms constantly were talking about their physical appearances, bringing themselves down, and their daughters have caught on to that.
Right.
My mom never once was pointing out her insecurities, her flaws. Even if she felt insecure that day, she was never telling me. It was never about that.
That's
I'm gonna cry.
amazing.
Yeah,
Say that quote again
so
for
lucky.
me. I'm going to cry too. Say that quote again for me.
It's more important to be the most interesting person in the room than the prettiest.
Right. And I think that is a lesson every age could take now, moms, daughters,
Yes.
right? To be able to grow up and for you to be the person where you're like, my insides are what matter.
Yeah.
Outside's just a bonus, whether you like it or not. I don't care.
Yeah.
But like the insides are what truly matters.
In the world of perfection, yeah.
In a world of perfection and social media where you're comparing, but
Yeah,
they
it's a
don't
lot.
get to see your insides.
It's exhausting.
It is exhausting.
Trinity also has a platform on TikTok, which is a large platform.
Yeah.
And so she also deals with that there outside
Right.
of Scout. And so she has all these dynamics that she has to navigate within this current state of what we look like. And
Yeah.
it is a different world.
Yeah.
I
I'm over it.
didn't grow up with social media.
Yeah, same. It's
Yeah,
hard.
yeah.
It's a tough world. But you started this though. You instilled this. She couldn't have gotten to this point without you. Either
Absolutely.
being an example and instilling and teaching this in her. I'm gonna cry too.
Aw. Yeah.
Teach some people out there how to do it. How what are some things that you did with
So
her?
Interesting. I don't know. I think I also grew up with a mom who had a lot of turmoil and a lot of shame cycles, but my mom always focused on the insides.
Yeah.
My mom was deeply empathetic and deeply focused on who are we as people? How are we serving others?
Yeah.
She had nothing and gave everything.
Yes. And so it's an interesting dynamic, but my mom taught me that too.
Well,
And my mom was actually deeply insecure herself, but I think I alchemized that into the beauty of who she was at her essence, and then took the best parts of her.
yeah.
Yeah.
With you and then instilled it in Trinity.
Yeah.
So are there any things you would say to her growing up?
Because I'm insecure too.
Everyone is.
Yes.
It's inevitable.
Everybody is.
I'm not focusing. I just chose not. I'm so insecure deeply and I lack so much confidence, but it's not something I have focused on.
Right. And you
Don't give
taught
it
her
power.
that.
Yes.
Yeah, you don't give it power.
Yes.
Is there anything you did growing up together, like any rituals or anything that was just like really bonding for you guys growing up together?
Rituals or
I mean, me and my mom grew up being best friends.
Still are.
So I only have one other sibling.
Yeah.
And he's 4 years younger than me. So me and my mom were little buddies.
Yours just
we
you.
did everything together.
You guys
Yeah.
against the world.
I don't know
Yeah.
if we had any specific rituals, but
Grew up.
we winged life together. We survived life together.
I love that.
yeah.
So how has your dynamic changed? So tell me, how old are you now?
I'm
Trinity?
22.
22. Okay. You started at 12, 13. So how has your dynamic changed from like early days to now with business and personal? Has it changed?
I would say so. I think that the majority, so we've always had employees
Yeah.
at Scout. Right now, we have up to 6 at a time.
Mhm.
And I was never in charge because I was in high school or younger. And now it's pretty much just me and my mom. And then we'll trickle in employees
Right.
here and there.
Yeah.
So it's just us running it. It's
Yeah.
just her and I winging it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Talk about the business. So things were going crazy good. And was there a point where it plateaued? Was there a point where like you recognize like this isn't working? We need to refigure things out because in business across the board, no matter who I talk to, that happens.
Yes.
Oh, absolutely.
That happens. You
Yeah.
hit a roadblock where what was working doesn't work anymore. And you have to like creatively figure out what to do next. So
Yeah.
talk about that phase with me.
So we're there now.
Yeah.
I think the economy is showing in the economy. I've been doing it 10 years. I
Right.
can see shopping behaviors are different. Also, we're not online on. I took our online away because I was focused on the brick and mortar and
Right.
connection.
Right.
And I think I need to bring that back. There's just so many dynamics that aren't working anymore because of the change in the economy
Yeah.
and the shifts in how people are shopping and Amazon. And so we're definitely in the season of decision making and pivoting into what works and
Right.
creativity. And there's a lot of roadblocks there for
Yeah.
sure.
Has that put a strain on your guys' relationship at all?
Yes, because I'm more stressed as
Right.
as like the main like business owner. She's more the brick and mortar facet of it. I have to look at the bookend side of it.
Yeah.
And it's just because it's just her and I.
It can get, yeah.
Yeah, we have huge decision fatigue. What do? We have roadblocks. And when you're stressed, you're not as creative.
Right.
And so that's really difficult
Yeah,
to
absolutely.
navigate. And our nervous systems are more dysregulated, and it's like we're just in a different season.
Right.
Yeah.
I think that's sometimes where things really grow though.
Yes.
That's like sometimes I'm like, you have to pull back the layers,
Yep.
get rid of the stuff that wasn't working.
Yes.
Yeah. It's like tower energy.
Yes.
Yes.
You have to like die and be reborn.
Yes.
It's just a part of
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It was bound to
Yeah.
happen at some point.
That
To-
with
we have
all
to
business,
reevaluate.
yes,
Yeah.
all businesses. This goes through every single business that anybody I've talked to has the same thing, and they hit this part where they're plateauing. They don't know why, right? And then they're like, okay, things are changing, and it generally is like economy. It's market. It's out of your control because
Right.
things have shifted.
Instagram, where we've done all of our marketing, has shifted. It's a whole new dynamic. Everything's a new dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I've noticed too on your guys' social media, and it's something I love. I think you guys thrive at. You guys kind of live sell. Like you'll model the clothes, and then they can buy them in your DMs.
Yes.
Yes.
Did that start a long time ago? I love it.
Yeah, so we had things online, but we wouldn't always have all the things online that were in the store. And because our Instagram is both things, online and in store, we just started being like, DM us, we can invoice you because we have a POS system that allows that.
Right.
And it also, I love it because it connects us to people from afar.
Yes.
Totally.
It's like you're
Yes.
having a personal shopper.
Yeah.
So if you enjoy that, it's
Yeah.
fun.
Yeah, we
Yes.
have women who are like, show me everything in the store.
I have people that are like, can we
Yeah.
FaceTime?
Yeah.
I love that. I
Yeah.
think it actually is a way of the future. This is my personal opinion. I
Yeah.
think you guys have really like that piece of it. You guys have like really captured well because it is such a personal way to shop.
Yeah.
It's so
Oh, absolutely.
personalized.
Yeah.
And you guys are modeling the clothes and they look so good on you.
Oh,
and
that's
so,
so
I'm like,
kind.
if they look good on you, I'm going to try, And it's a cool way to connect with your customers
Yes.
as well. It's very personalized.
Oh,
it's,
absolutely.
It's neat. So
And
you guys
that's all
have
that we
pivoted.
want is
Yeah.
that personalization.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the goal with Scout?
The goal with Scout, ooh, that's a good question. We don't know. I mean, we're actually in limbo
Yeah.
at the moment.
Yeah.
We don't know where it's going. Our lives are changing.
Personal lives.
Trinity might move afar.
Yeah.
We think about just going online. We think about how can we re-alchemize into our community and make
Right.
it different. We actually don't know. And that's just
great.
the realest thing that I mean,
I
we don't
love
know.
that. I think that's honestly a
Yeah.
beautiful place to be because
Yeah.
anything can happen when you don't
Exactly.
know,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So where are you wanting to go?
Well, recently, so I've been in a long-term relationship, and recently I eloped.
Yeah.
I got married.
You got married. You eloped.
Yes.
Amazing.
Actually,
Congratulations.
I was freaking out. I was describing my head. I was like, I forgot to wear my ring.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
That's amazing.
Yes, but he's in the military. He's in the Navy.
Okay.
And so we don't have control over where we go. I've always been so close to my family.
Yeah.
And so it's actually something I haven't like really shared.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like something I'm still figuring out because my family's everything to me, but also this is a new journey for me, a new chapter, and I'm so excited for it.
Yeah.
But it's like, where does that leave Scout? I want Scout to be a part of my life no matter what. So
That's hard.
yeah, it's
This is-
beautiful and magical
Yes.
and so exciting because there's so much growth in life to be lived. But it's also like, what about this?
Right.
In my people.
Right.
So
Yeah. So no matter what's her life because of her husband being in the Navy, she's going to have to go somewhere.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And you guys will figure out whatever you need to figure
Yeah,
out.
we
but
will.
adventure that
Yes.
awaits.
Oh my gosh.
Yes.
That's what we're all about is adventure.
Yes.
Yes.
And I feel like there's a way to brand this and make Scout like a part of the adventure.
I know.
No,
It could be beautiful and magical.
I started
so.
with the logo, Life is Made for Stylish Adventures.
Oh,
That's what I started with.
I
So
love
it
that.
always comes full circle.
it literally is. Okay, so what are your goals? Serenity?
my goals personally?
Yes. I want to know, like, where do you see your life?
I feel like my life is in limbo right now. My kids are grown up. My youngest son is graduating. My business is shifting. My daughter's married. I don't know.
Your identity is changing.
Everything about my life is changing.
Right.
This is the limbo stage. I'm in my mid 40s. I don't know.
Yeah.
And this is a part of it. I was listening to a podcast and the guy on it was like, if you know the path you're on the wrong path.
I agree.
Yes.
Because you're
And I
not
was like,
allowing life
okay,
yes, to unfold.
Yes. And so I don't know the path right now.
I love that.
And I'm not one to like make plans. I'm a free spirit, flow down the river. Where am I intended to be? So I don't know right now.
I think that's great.
Yeah.
I think that's beautiful. And so many possibilities can come from.
So many. And it's also freaking scary.
It is scary.
To not know.
But you want to know what's even scarier is when you have the illusion of control.
Exactly.
Because the majority of
control's an illusion.
control is an illusion.
Yeah.
We like feel like we can control the universe, right? We can control our lives and we can make these decisions, and it is an illusion, right? Like there is
Totally.
if you can let your life unfold the way it's supposed to, you'll be happier. You'll live a better life. You'll have more adventures.
Yes,
But
surrender is real.
Yes, we were here
Yes.
to surrender.
Yes,
Yes.
but
Essentially.
it's scary.
It's so scary.
Nobody talks
I
about
feel
how
like
scary.
I'm falling off a cliff,
Yes.
truly,
Yeah.
at this stage of my life. But fun. Woo.
Yeah, here we go.
Where are you going to fall to?
So how do you
TBD.
So how do you stay present and like live in that moment when it's scary? Do you have any practices? Do you meditate? Do you do anything to like really like just sit in it?
Yeah, I have moments of that. And I also have moments of terror and
Mm-hmm.
anxiety. And I have this analogy. I just went rappelling recently.
Yeah.
And the first rappel I did was down a straight cliff, and that was easy. The second rappel I did, there was a boulder in front of me. And it was such an analogy to my life. It was, I didn't know where to step. I didn't know where I was going. Nothing was clear because of this boulder. And it was like I just had to trust because I can't see anything clear.
Right.
And so that was huge for me because right now there's a boulder in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
And and once I took the step, it was beautiful.
Right.
I hit the ground. It was amazing. I was so scared. My legs were shaking.
Right.
But it was where I'm at in my life. And it was such a cool, somatic experience in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think people hit that stage often.
Yes.
Right. In all ages, it doesn't matter what age you are. There's
different chapters where there's boulders.
There's boulders.
Yes.
You hit boulders many times in your life. And what would be your advice to people who are in that situation? Hold tight. Like what would be your advice?
That's such a good question. I mean, I think this is what I learned is having people who you trust and will support you, and trusting the process, trusting yourself, trusting that the path will become clear.
Yeah.
It's just trust.
It's hard.
It's so hard. It's the surrender.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you read the book, The Surrender Experiment?
Yeah, I almost said that.
It's a good
It's
book.
a good one.
Highly recommend.
Yes.
If you haven't read it, please read it. It talks just about that.
Yeah.
It's like, you couldn't plan where life can take you. And if you try, you're missing out on opportunities.
Yeah. Totally.
So Scout's been such a giant part of your guys' life. We're going to see where it goes, how it goes. But the one thing that's so cool is that it's so ingrained in you guys, and it's ingrained in this community that whatever happens with it will continue to have a following and continue to have support behind it.
Totally.
It's incredible what you've built.
Thank you.
How long have you guys been in St. George?
Born and raised, 5th generation.
5th generation?
Yeah.
Wow.
But my mom was from Vegas. My dad's 5th generation.
5th generation here. So family is everything, like you said, Trinity. Like your family is here. This is home.
Yeah.
So you talked a little bit about your mom growing up. Were you close with your mom?
I was, because in the sense that she was single parenting us. We moved a lot. I was close to her. She was an interesting woman. But
she's passed, right?
She's passed, yeah.
Okay. How did that whole process unfold for you?
Her passing?
Yeah.
Well, that is actually such a story. I don't know where to begin.
Right.
We hadn't talked really in 10 years. She had, do we get into the depths of it?
Yes. This is real life.
Yeah, this is real life. This story is real life. She had a lot of shame cycles. She had she was a tortured soul of sorts. I was always more like the parent than the,
You're parentified.
Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, I am. And we didn't speak for 10 years because of her addictions and her things and the things that her shame, essentially. Right. So she came back and got sick, and I was with her through that whole process. And
was it healing for you at all? Did you guys
totally
make amends in a way?
Yes and no.
Yeah.
It's a story I haven't heard.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes and no.
That's hard.
Yeah.
And it's so interesting to me to hear, what you come from, right? She's probably an amazing woman, but a lot of times we have traumas and baggage and stuff that if we don't heal comes out in so many other ways.
Yes. And she was an example of that.
Right.
Yeah.
And yet you took what you could that was good, kept that.
And took everything else as a lesson.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then instilled that into Trinity.
Yes.
There's a lot of generational trauma that happens. And, for people that are in situations like that, I have so many friends that have grown up in homes that are similar to that, and who maybe don't have the greatest relationship with their parents or loved ones,
Yeah.
It's painful.
Yeah, for sure.
And hard. And when you don't have a resolution before they pass, or you don't have this ideal situation, in my opinion, all you can do is take the good like you've done.
Right.
Take the lessons.
Yeah.
And instill that into the next generation and kind of hope for the best.
Yeah. I think it's important to not become a victim of it, to
Right.
see that there's always a silver lining. There's always a lesson. There's always something that is going to up-level you to the next alignment of who you are and the generational
Right.
energy of that.
How have you worked on healing yourself?
Oh my gosh. I mean,
Give us
we're
some.
still there. It's forever.
We are. Listen,
Yeah.
we all are in the
Yes.
trenches of healing.
Yeah.
But what are some practices that because in coming from that and to instill this into Trinity, you have to have a level of healing, right?
Yeah.
You have to. Otherwise, you continue the generational trauma. So for people who are in that and are like, I don't want to pass this on, I want to work through my stuff. Do you have any advice for them to help them kind of get through seasons of their life?
I mean, I think where I go is, I think self-awareness and context to other people's stories is so important. I since I was little, I gave my mom so much context. I knew her story. I think that's important in I think relationships are why we're here.
Yeah.
I think in every element of it, it's about how are we relating to others? What is the story they're telling us? That's where my healing came from. Books. I started reading at 20 years old. I mean, like I was reading self-help books so young before it was a thing.
Me as well.
Yes.
I started at 16 because I
Yes.
couldn't communicate well. And I had these I knew I could do something more with my life, but I had so many blocks
Yeah.
in my path. What are some of your favorite books that have helped you?
Oh my gosh. I've read so many books. I'm just going to bring this one up because I remember reading it on a plane and I would read it every year after. It's The Four Agreements. That's when I was 20.
It's a great book.
And Trinity's reading it now.
It's a great
Yes,
book.
I've read it every year.
Yeah, and she's reading
since
my
I was
original
19.
book
You're
that's
kidding.
outlined. Yeah.
It's a
a wonderful
beautiful
book.
book.
Yeah. I mean,
great reminders.
Yes. I mean, I don't even know. It goes on and on. I love novels. I love memoirs of people. So, I mean, I don't even know. So Scout got started because of Women Who Run with Wolves.
Right.
I've mentioned that a lot of times because it really, that's where it started. I love books of tortured souls.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You relate to it.
Yes.
You understand. I mean, even your mom too, right?
Who have prevailed and overcome hardships. That's my favorite.
Do you see a lot of your mom in those books?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You gravitate towards
Yeah.
them, learn more about her.
Yeah.
And hope one day that's like this, there's this like prevailing of everyone.
Yeah. Terry Tempest Williams is a great author. She's not well known, but she has a book about her mother passing and beautiful writings. I've read every single one of her books. Glennon Doyle Melton, Brene Brown. I've read, I mean,
Yes.
all Surrender, all of them.
Brene Brown,
Yeah.
I am obsessed with.
Yeah. She's the best.
It's just her mentality on
Yes.
life is incredible.
Yeah.
Have you adopted the reading as well? Do you like to read? You've read Four Agreements. Any other books?
Yes. I do love to read. I think I struggle to sit down and really take in what a book has to offer. I would say her thing is reading. I love knowledge.
Yeah.
Um,
Like fixating on certain things
yes.
and learning the most you
knowledge
can.
is really important for me. Mine is more so geared towards like health.
Mhm.
I love anything that has to do with wellness and internal healing holistically is really, really fascinating to me. I love it. So that's my life. Her
She's an
fixation.
encyclopedia of health, and it's actually amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to ask you, so you guys are both open about having ADHD. I've had a guest on who has ADHD.
We're not diagnosed, but we are just like, it makes sense for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So growing up with that, right? Like you have hard time with attention in certain areas, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or you have this fixation with things where you can learn so much
Yes.
about it. How is school for you?
Oh, I did. School was really hard for me.
Yeah.
When I was in elementary school, I was pulled out into the hallway several times throughout class. They took me aside. I had to learn reading twice. I had to learn math twice. I was taken out, asked if I was okay because I couldn't sit still in my chair.
Right.
Just like it was a never ending. It was like a little kid that wanted to run.
Right.
And so
This
it
caged
was
animal.
this little hyper. But when I found something I loved.
She's not a factory worker.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
It just but then it put so much shame on how I saw myself as intelligent in high school. I remember girls being not so kind to me because I didn't do well in school. In high school, I really struggled. I felt inadequate a lot of the times, but I knew what I knew.
Right.
But it just didn't show up because that wasn't what was important to society,
Right.
you know, or in high school, what's important, you know?
No, I mean, statistically speaking, there's 7 different dominant intelligences that we all possess, right? And typically our brains have, 1 to 2 dominant intelligences. In school, they teach 2 ways. Math logic and verbal linguistics. So if you don't have those as your dominant intelligences, you're automatically going to fall below average. That's facts.
And we did.
Yeah.
Both of us.
And that's and the thing is about that, that's normal.
yeah.
Standards, that's normal. And IQ, the IQ test is only based off of those 2 intelligences. And the majority of people in the world are not those 2 intelligences, which is weird. And they, like you said, factory workers.
There's 7.
There's 7 intelligences. Yeah.
What are they?
So verbal linguistic, math logic, spatial, bodily kinesthetic, musical, interpersonal, and intrapersonal. So we talk about ways people are smart. And you guys both talk so deeply about connection and people, and interpersonal people are they're people, right? They understand people. They have sympathy, empathy for people. They get people. That is just one way they're smart, but that's not praised.
That's fascinating.
It's not praised in school, right?
No.
That's not, I mean, those people who have that intelligence are usually the ones that talks too much in class. Right? It is very interesting. And you had mentioned like school systems being factory workers. That's why they started schools.
Right.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I read all about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
They started schools so that they could create factory workers and better employees. And that's not what the society was supposed to be like, for most of us. So when you have someone like you, Trinity, who doesn't fit the societal norms in a school setting, of course, society wants you to think, or people around you wants you to think like, well, you're just not smart.
Yeah. Inadequate.
Yeah. But the real fact is you have intelligence in so many other ways.
Actually, one of the most wildly intelligent, emotionally intelligent young women I've ever met. And it's not just because she's my daughter.
No, it's a superpower, right? It's a superpower. And the world, I think, is starting to kind of see that maybe the normal school system isn't all that it's
I love
cracked.
that we're breaking that cycle,
Yeah.
though.
Yes, yeah, we're starting to see that.
Yeah.
It's a new era.
It is a new era.
Yeah, we're in the age of Aquarius.
Yeah, yes. It's not if you're smart or not, but how you're smart, right?
Yes.
How we're
What do
connecting
you have
to
to offer?
humanity.
Yes. Yeah. And people are a little bit more aware about that. And I'm hoping as we, continue as a society that it continues that way, right? That human connection is the most important thing.
That will prevail. I think it will. I think it is becoming the most valuistic form of where we're at.
Right.
Yeah.
So your clothes are amazing. Okay. You guys have built the cutest company ever. I love shopping there. So many cool things about your store. One of the things I learned recently when I went in there is that you guys also do consignment.
Oh, yeah.
And I bought a pair of boots that were consigned, right, from someone else. They were pre-owned. I'm obsessed with them. But I find it so interesting the way you guys have curated this shop, Scout and Cloth, to be so much about community. And you keep saying that, but I don't know if people fully understand. Like your support in the community comes back tenfold, right? You support the community comes back to support you as well. But you have so much more to offer than just cute clothes. It's an experience.
We hope so. Yeah, we hope so.
It's an experience.
That is our goal.
Yeah.
Yes.
What else is in your store, just so people can know when they go to your DMs after this episode? I'm going to share with everybody what that is. What else do you guys have in your store?
We always have like healing books and poetry, and we have a little mystical section, and
gorgeous jewelry and like the coolest like knick-knacky things, and but it all has this theme, right?
Yes.
Everything's curated this theme of like,
she does a good job.
Yes. Astrology is a huge part of it. You are an astrologist.
I am an astrologist self-taught astrologist.
People come in and they come in to shop, and then she gives them astrology readings.
That's incredible.
And it's a whole experience.
You get to be seen in all the ways.
Multiple forms of therapy, honestly.
You come in.
It's a therapeutic experience.
Retail
legitimate,
therapy, retail therapy, astrology, you name it. You're getting the full
We're
works.
the weirdos in the community, and I hope you're here for it, and we're here for it.
Oh, you know what? I think it's so nice for people to see this side of you because on the other side, right? When I look at your social media, it's so beautiful. You guys model so beautifully. You're just these
That's so
gorgeous
kind.
faces. The clothes are so perfect. And so I really wanted to bring you guys on today because I knew there's just these gorgeous souls behind it all. So people can get to know that you're weirdos. It's important.
The weirdest.
It's important for people to know that.
Yes.
They're
I
not
agree.
alone, you know?
Yes.
Everyone's
Thank you,
weird.
Meg.
Yeah.
Thank you, Meg, for recognizing that.
Everyone.
We're a little spooky. It's fine.
And so is everybody. But it helps people feel not so alone. And I think you guys, once people step into your store, they feel that. They feel
Yeah, we
not
just want
alone.
people to feel seen.
Right.
Yeah.
You do a really good job of that. Okay, as we're wrapping things up, I always ask the same kind of question. I want to know from you guys, what's something you had to unlearn to be successful? And successful is such a, elusive term. Success is different for everybody. What is something you guys have had to unlearn to be successful or be happy with where you're at right now?
I'll go first because it came. I think, growing up here, we live in a beautiful culture, but it's also a perfectionistic culture.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've had to learn how to not want to not play in that.
Perfectionism.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that authenticity is the highest frequency, and that is authenticity is the key to all of it.
Right.
Yeah.
Being who you are and being proud of who you are.
because perfection doesn't exist there.
No.
It's a flaw disguised as control.
Absolutely.
Yes.
I love that. So
Yeah.
unlearn that piece of the culture that is perfectionism.
Right.
It's not real.
Yeah, it's not.
Be true to who you are.
Yeah.
I love that. What
Yeah.
about you, Trinity?
Ooh, I feel like there has been a lot. I think one of the most amazing things for me, this is a very personal one though. I've had so many different types of women come into Scout, and it's not necessarily the easiest things it is so easy in so many ways, but I've learned how to work with so many different types of women.
Mm-hmm.
Women come in with all different backgrounds, different stories, different expectations. And I think that especially as a young woman, it's like, where do I help you? And so when I showed up my most authentic self, it became reciprocal.
Yeah.
Women would come in criticizing their bodies and who they were. And when I let go of my guard and showing up as like extra professional, so the women would come in and just be themselves.
Right.
And women became really comfortable coming to Scout. We had women that will come in multiple times a week to find sanctuary in Scout.
Wow.
And I think that is the most amazing part about being there. It's not about just selling clothes.
Right.
And so when I have these really deep connections and these wonderful experiences with women who get to feel safe, that is where success lies for me.
I love
So,
that.
Beautiful, Trin.
Yeah, you guys are such a dynamic duo, and like your energy and the love you guys have for each other is palpable. Like it comes across over the internet, over social media, in person. It's just so palpable, and it's rare to have a mother-daughter duo like you guys that is so loved for who you are individually. You guys each
Thank
have
you.
a unique thing that you bring to the relationship, and it just builds it up. It's beautiful. And I hope you know how special it is.
Aw,
Thank you.
Meg.
Yeah.
You're awesome.
Yeah, you're special.
Yes.
So as we kind of wrap this up, I want people to know where they can shop, right? Just for the record, I feel like your store is like a local Free People.
That's so kind.
Love
That's
it.
what we want to be the free.
I love it. Yeah. So if you're looking for
the
that,
best compliment ever.
good. If you're looking for that, where can they find you? Tell them your social media and just tell them where to find you guys.
We're Scout and Cloth on Instagram, and we also have a website. We're trying to get back into that right now, talking about pivoting and refiguring out, but there's nothing on there right now. And we're also at the Green Gate Village
Awesome.
Tabernacle in the heart of St. George, 76 West Tabernacle. It's an old house, one of the oldest houses in town.
It's cool.
Yeah, right next to Judd's. It's such an experience.
It is a whole
Yeah.
experience.
Yeah.
Yeah, people are here all the time for, hiking and all of that, and they have to check out your store. We
Yes.
had a retreat here not too long ago, and every girl was like,
You do retreats?
yeah, like we have to go to Scout and Cloth. I'm like, yes, you do.
Fun.
It's incredible.
Cute.
Thank you guys so much for coming on today. You're just incredible people, and I hope like what you guys have and what you guys have built, you know how special it is because everyone from the outside can see it, and I hope you guys can feel it.
Thank you for joining us today on How We Do. Your executive producer and host is Meg Carlisle. Your co-creator and producer is Ryan Carlisle. And today's episode was filmed, edited, and directed by Braden Ball. You know how we do.